What's up, guys? It's Matt here with Tanks Lawn Maintenance. It is currently 7:57 a.m. Friday morning, October the 25th, 2020, fourth year of our Lord. It's a pretty day, man. There's no clouds around. It's nice and cool. It's 50 degrees. It's going to be a good day. I've got two jobs on the list. One is scheduled maintenance. It's a brand new customer that I started last week, that I picked up last week, and that I completely forgot to put in my yard book to to add to the list. I have it set up to where if I make a customer, if I pick up a customer, I add them to the list, and it routes everything for me, and my list comes up to and everybody on that list gets an email the night before, and yeah, that's my list for the day. Well, I forgot to add that customer in last week. Oh boy, big mistake. That's something I've never done before. First time for everything, right? Well, that customer didn't get serviced yesterday, and yesterday was their service day. And I was just actually looking through the book last night because I have so many people that are wanting mulch and pine straw, which is a blessing. I am thankful for that because we're right here at the end of the season. And just looking through the books, and I came across their name, and it hit me. I was like, man, something don't feel right about this customer. And then I got to looking through the email that we emailed back and forth. Is I'm very scatterbrained. If I don't have it written down or in an email or something, I won't remember. Look, if it wasn't for my head being attached to my shoulders, I would forget it every morning. But yeah, so I have to do that to remind myself. And I looked through the emails and I said, oh my God, they were supposed to get service today. And this was about 9 o'clock last night. It was like 8:55, 8:56. I can't remember the exact time, but it was 8:50 something. And I said, oh my God, they were supposed to get service today. And so immediately I grabbed a text. I grabbed my phone, sent out a late text. I said, hey, I'm sorry for the late text. This is very unprofessional, and this will not happen again. I normally send out emails before I come, and I was honest. I said, I completely forgot to add you into my system, and I did not receive a reminder. You were not added to the list to get service today, but you are getting service first thing in the morning. This is my fault. It will not happen again, and not making an excuse. There is no excuse for this. It's just pure laziness, and I do apologize. And she just replied with a bunch of laughing, crying face emojis and said, no worries, LOL, ha ha ha. Things happen, I understand. Everybody's been busy with the storm cleanup, and I'm sure you're dealing with the same. And she said, I forget my car keys every morning, and I lose my car keys every evening, so it's all good. I understand. As long as we get serviced, I don't really care what day. And I said, thank you for understanding. So going to take care of that first thing this morning. And then as soon as I get done with that, I got to come back to my neighborhood. I got probably a medium-sized cleanup I got to do. It's probably going to take me 2 or 3 hours to do. This yard has been neglected for a while, and but got to trim the bushes, mow the grass, get up all the storm debris and everything, mulch up some leaves. And as soon as I get done with all of that, I've got to run to the the supplier, and get the equivalent of 2.5 yards of mulch. It's actually like 35 bags. I forgot the exact number, but anyway, I've got to go get that and coming back and putting mulch on that same property. So I'll probably be working till about 3:30, 4 o'clock today. And but it's all good, man. I'm just thankful to be working. We're making a profit today. We're not making small change. And it's Friday, man. Friday is when I do all my extra stuff, my landscaping stuff. And got stuff lined up for the next 6 Fridays, unless something happens. But my wife and I were talking yesterday and this morning, and I'm flirting with the idea of buying a dump trailer, purchasing a dump trailer, a 7x14 or probably a 7x16 dump trailer, and going around and picking up storm debris and charging a fee. But the problem is, I don't know what the going rate is to pick up storm debris. And what I'm going to have to do, if I was to do this, what I would have to do is go buy some 2x4s and some 2x6s and build the dump trailer up high enough, because I do not want to pay an extra $2,000 to have an extra 2 feet of wall. So what I would do is get some 2x4s and 2x6s to create higher walls and be able to remove them when I want to. And in my opinion, that's the way to go. I don't really like the idea of having 4-foot sides on a dump trailer. I mean, they serve their purpose, don't get me wrong, and there's a lot of people that have them, especially around here. But me personally, I would much rather have the 2-foot sides and be able to take the high walls out if I want to. That's just my opinion, and I could be wrong. I've never had a dump trailer before, and I've definitely been wrong before. But either way, I'm thinking about buying a dump trailer, and the average price for a dump trailer in my area, a 7x16 brand new dump trailer, is between $10,000 and $11,000. And that's a lot of money, man. It's a lot of money to spend right now. And I do know that 4 years ago, you could buy a dump trailer. And the only reason I know this is because I was actually looking around before I started my business, thinking about buying a dump trailer and doing junk removal. And I wish I would have bought one then, because back then you could buy a brand new 7x16 dump trailer for between $7,500 and $8,500. Now you're looking at between $10,000 and $11,000. So they've definitely gone up right along with everything else. But kicking myself for not buying one then, but it is what it is, man. You live and you learn. And hopefully these prices will go down soon, man. I don't see it, but hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with being optimistic, right? But anyway, what I did, I'm flirting with that idea, and my wife, she's not against it. She's not against it, but she doesn't want to see me put myself in a bind, put the business in a bind, because she just like I do, she wants this business to succeed. And the problem is, I know I could go out and make $1,000 a day with a dump trailer. But the problem is, I don't know if I would have the people to warrant making a big purchase like that. And if I was to do it, it would be a situation where I would have to make enough to pay for this dump trailer before the end of the year, before the end of 2024. And guys, you're talking about 8 weeks, man. And I just don't know if that would happen or not. And the reason I say that is because we're approaching the cold months, and my pay-per-service customers have fallen off for scheduled lawn maintenance. I am doing tree work. I do need a dump trailer because I do a lot of tree pruning. I do a lot of bush jobs. I do a lot of debris removal, things like that. But I don't do enough of it to justify making a $10,000 or $11,000 purchase right now. And out the door, you'd be looking at about 11.5, 12 grand. And I just don't know that I do enough to warrant that kind of purchase right now. And so what I did is I put a post out on Facebook this morning. There's two pages that I'm a part of in my community, in my area. One is Columbia County something, I forgot the name of it, and the other one is my neighborhood. The Summerlin Voice is what it's called. I live in a subdivision called Summerlin, and it's right on the outskirts of Evans. It's in Evans, but it's right on the edge of the city limits in Evans. And I mean, the city of Appling is Appling mailing addresses are less than a mile from my house. So I live right on the edge of Evans, right in between Evans and Appling. And I'm just waiting to get some feedback to see. And I'm thinking that my minimum fee would probably be $50, just because of the simple fact that my dump opened back up. They opened back up, what day was it? I can't remember if it was Monday or Tuesday that they put out a post saying that they were opened back up. But they got some help from some nearby dump. I don't know where it was, but that wasn't affected by the storm. So they're opening back up, and their exact words were they do not foresee shutting down again. So, and that was an unfortunate thing, man. All the dumps around here closed down. They had the only people that were allowed to drop stuff off was the county and city. Tree crews wasn't even allowed to do anything, man, because they were at capacity. And the problem is that people still have debris. I mean, there is so much. Golly, guys. I mean, I wish I could put it into words. There was just so much destruction. We didn't have North Carolina or East Tennessee destruction, but as far as trees being down, man, it's like something I've never seen, and it still looks like a war zone out there. And but the main part of it is right now is small to medium-sized piles, and that would be right up my alley, because I would like for it to be a situation where I could make $300 per load and get 4 loads and make 4 trips to the dump, and it's only $20. Well, I say $20. It's $20 per ton with a $20 minimum, but it would be a situation where my minimum would be $50 just because of the simple fact that you see a lot of people out here that's just got bushes that they ripped up out of the ground, and they're using this time they're taking advantage of this time because they know the city's going to come out and pick it up eventually. The city said it could be up to 120 days before they could get out. And so a lot of people in my area are fussing because the city hasn't picked it up, and it really is ridiculous. They're doing the best they can with the assets that they have, but I'm seriously thinking about doing it, charging anywhere from starting at $50 and going all the way up to piles that would be $200. You know, I mean, because some of your medium-sized piles would take up the entire trailer, and I feel like if it was an entire trailer load, it would have to be at least a minimum of $200, and it probably wouldn't take no more than about 20, maybe 30 minutes at the most to get the trailer loaded up. It's the main time-consuming thing would be getting to the dump, which is in Appling, waiting in a line to dump stuff, and then coming back to the city to get things done. But waiting to see what kind of feedback I get, and if I do get some feedback, I'm gonna go get some signs made up, and I'm gonna post them at the entrance of every neighborhood in my area, and I'm gonna put my minimum on there, and just let people know, it starts at 50, but of course the price would go up depending on the size of the pile. And I would like to be, ideally I would like to get about around $300 per trailer load, and you'd be looking at about $80 to dump that trailer. And this would be an opportunity to add to my winter funds, my pad for my winter funds. I mean, I've got enough right now, but just an insurance policy type deal, and it would be an excuse for me to go out and buy a dump trailer, because it's something that I do need. I'm at that in between stage where I need a dump trailer badly, but I don't want to go out and spend that kind of money on a dump trailer. And it would also be somewhere that I could store if I was to continue bagging grass clippings and things like that. It would be somewhere where I could store grass clippings instead of throwing them all in my trash cans and hauling them all to the dump at one time whenever they get full. But there's a lot of things that I could get use out of a dump trailer with. It's not something that would sit idle. And if it did ever get to a point where it would sit idle, it's something that I could rent out to people for $100, $200 a day, So it would be making money. It wouldn't just sit and let the tires dry rot. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts on that. And I'm going to hop off here, man, because the only thing I'm waiting for right now is my windows to defog. And as soon as they get cleared up, I'm gone. But I'm going to take care of these 2 properties, man, and just going to embrace it, man. I'm going to enjoy this day. It's going to be a good day. And got a lot to do tomorrow around the house, man, and I'm not looking forward to it, man. Got a lot of family stuff. Love my family, but, man, I just want to relax. Just want to relax, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna cut y'all off, and I hope y'all have a amazing day. I really do. It's Friday. Hope y'all enjoy the weekend, and all you weekend warriors, man. I hope y'all get out there and crush it this weekend, and I hope y'all get out there and grow. But look, man, until the next one, y'all keep cutting that grass and keep making that money. I'll let y'all. Bye.